Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and live and available on DAZN. Gareth stomping.
Stop stomping.
Yeah, you've got to hold the mic to your mouth, my man.
Is it Stomping Ground? Is that the football
hooligan
terraces?
thing? Yeah.
Good.
Better than your other analogies for it, which we will not say on camera. My phone's ringing, Gareth. Oh, you're definitely not answering
Who is
that.
it?
No comment.
Who is it?
No comment, sir.
What, Chantel?
Chantel? No. No, just...
Chanel?
No, it did begin with a C, alright.
Charlie?
No.
Claire?
No, that's my mum's now. Shouldn't have said that, actually.
Clarissa?
No.
Charles?
Don't say it out loud. Anyway, let's go. How are we, mate?
Very good. Saw you yesterday. Nice chat with Spencer Brown.
Yes.
Done a lot of good things, Spencer. He really knows his boxing, and I thought with all of the rest of them yesterday, really on point, as I said during the interview.
Tyson Fury's press conference, what did you make of it as a whole? Someone summed it up quite well in the comments, I thought. Didn't really seem like there was much sort of, I say point to it, I don't mean that in a disrespectful sense, but we know the Usyk fight's happening, but it seemed like a great confidence booster for Tyson. He came out, he delivered a great speech, he did every single media until what, 7 PM? He was on fine form, the whole team were on fine form.
Did he keep you there till 7 PM, did he?
We were there pretty late.
Did you get him late on or not?
No, scrumting.
What do you call it?
I was joking. People never understand my sarcasm. A scrum-ting.
Oh, right, okay. A scrum ting.
Yeah.
I feel like Eddie Hearn here, because whenever you do that to Eddie Hearn, you go, we're just older than you, and so a scrum ting. So it was a scrum thing in the end. Is that what you mean by that?
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Is that Cotswold speak then?
It's definitely not Cotswold
No, I know, I'm
speak,
joking.
no.
I thought, look, it's a huge event. It's 40 days away. It's really important to promote it. I think it was a big confidence booster for him yesterday. He is in a great place, clearly. I just thought it was very impressive. And if you think about it as well, one of the things we didn't talk about, and that not many people have mentioned, is he was also very respectful and very praising of...
Your phone's down there.
Yeah, I needed to plug it in. Just bear with me 10 seconds. He was also, because it needs to charge, he was also very...
You speak to the camera and I'll plug it in.
He was really, really respectful. Can you make sure it's charging? He was really, really respectful of Oleksandr Usyk, which means for me, he really is on point because he knows what he's up against. I was just saying, Charlie, that he was really respectful. He knows what he's up against. And the fact there was no one there for him, he wasn't calling him the sausage and all of the rabbit and all those kind of things. He knows what he's up against. I just think it's going to be a momentous occasion, but the fight needed selling. And it needed selling ahead of those press conferences that are going to take place next week for the event that's coming 2 weeks later. So it's quite an unusual event with four undisputed titles in a month as well. So I think it was timely, really timely. I've been hassling for ages to try and get some time with Tyson up in camp. I think probably with several other people. And it was a big turnout, wasn't it?
Huge turnout yesterday, but I suppose when Tyson and there's an opportunity, it doesn't matter if it's scheduled on a day's notice or more, people are going to come out, right? It's Tyson
if you
Fury.
can make it, yeah.
What do you think for the fight? Do you think he does it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he can do it. I just have a feeling that they're both such master boxers. They're both so good at what they do. I just think it's going to be a really close fight. Anything can happen in this fight, but I just have a feeling it's going to be a really close boxing match.
Turki Al-Sheikh phoned in. What did you make of that?
Couldn't stop himself. He's so enthusiastic. His passion really, really came through yesterday. Well, I think we're very lucky to have that involvement in our sport at the moment. The fact they want to invest, that he's really passionate about it, that he's in a hurry to get it done, that he wants the best fights as soon as possible. Yeah, I think we're just really lucky that the sport's in that place at the moment where they really want to heavily invest in it to make the fights happen.
Jerome Boots Ennis has signed to Matchroom. Wow. big statement of intent, that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Eddie's had some huge names, but what he does is you throw him into the welterweight division mix, and you can literally match him with anyone. He's one of the unsung dark horses of the division. I mean, I was even liking the look. I liked the look of Boots Ennis against Terence Crawford before Terence Crawford fought Errol Spence. So you can take him against your rising stars and match him. You can bring him over here. You can. He's a guy that you can really turn into a star. That might be a marriage made in heaven. Matchroom, Eddie Hearn and Boots Ennis.
There seems to be so much for Matchroom going on in the States. We look at Sabriel Matthias, who's just signed. He's got a Puerto Rico headline. They now talk about Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano out in Vegas. So much going on in Saudi Arabia, as we've been stressing and we still stress. And it's so good what's going on out in Saudi, and it's so good all these big fights happening in the US. But we still need to deliver and make sure we've got the stuff for the UK, right?
Well, they are doing that. Look at what we got here. We got kind of like a next-gen card going on with a title eliminator, a potential world title eliminator between Zelfa Barrett and Jordan Gill here this weekend. I think there's loads going on. I'm just going to have a little vape to chill for a minute.
Yeah, are you a bit stressed? No?
Long drive back to London.
Tonight?
Yeah. But I think, can you believe that I go back to the days when they used to smoke cigars around ringside?
I weren't there.
No, I go back to the day.
Okay,
you weren't born.
No.
But I just think about vaping this and how people used to blow their cigar smoke in their tuxedos over the ring, and the blood splattered on the. I've had blood on my notebook before from ringside. Yeah, I'm just thinking about stuff, but I think it's just a good time. I think there was a bit of a lull in the sport about a year ago, and I'm so enthused about where boxing is at the moment. You can always pick boxing apart and pick holes in it and talk about the negatives, but I just think we're in a really good place. You've come into it in a very, very good timing. As a young man, you've come into it. There'll be a lull or a trough, or you know.
Isaac Chamberlain vacated at 25 minutes past 10. They said the purse bid was at 12. What do you make of it all?
Well, I think that's just playing with each other, aren't they? The promoters, and playing tit for tat, tete-a-tete stuff with Eddie Hearn and Ben Shalom. Just make your route clear for your fighters, and say I need it on my platform. That's why we're not going to go to purse bids, and that's the way I've set my stall out. I still like Vidal Riley and the Isaac Chamberlain as a fight.
Doesn't look like that's going to happen either.
Really?
Yeah. Isaac Chamberlain versus Mikhail Cieslak for the EBU.
Oh, I thought they were going to fight each other.
Well, I think a lot of people did, but no, it looks like he's taking the EBU
I didn't know that. Is that today?
Cieslak. No, that was yesterday as well.
Yeah, yesterday. Well, I mean, I'd like to see Isaac Chamberlain and Vidal Riley now.
But now that opens up Chev Clark, Vidal Riley for the British and
I'd like to see that fight as well.
You think it's realistic?
Chev's with Matchroom. Vidal, we're back to the same old scenario, aren't we? So who knows? Who knows? It's a non-story at the moment for me.
No, fair enough. I suppose just on boxing as a whole, you reiterated what a great time it is. You've covered the sport over many a year, Gareth. How does this sit in terms of...
Over many a year I have covered this sport.
Did I go a bit West Country?
No, a little bit.
God, I hate when that creeps in.
Over many a year.
Many a year,
It's a very West Country expression.
How do you
compare
2024?
Is it me Bucky in Cheltenham?
I don't know, Gareth. How do you compare 2024 and 2023 with some of the years that you've covered?
I think 2024 is lining up to be one of the greatest years in boxing history.
And you said that to Tyson, didn't you?
Yeah, I just think it's one of those times that there's so much that could happen this year that's seminal for the sport, that it could go down as one of the very great... Look, we've got the first undisputed for 25 years anyway. I think it's quite amazing, really.
What do you think the card's going to be for the 5v5?
I cannot tell you that.
Yeah, you can. No, I said, what do you think? I mean, we all have a bit of an
there's
idea.
two heavyweight
right? We all
fights,
have
a
bit
light
of an
heavyweight
idea.
fight, a middleweight fight.
So let's go in. So
and a
we've got
feather.
Ammo Williams versus Hamza Shiraz.
Maybe.
No. What do you mean maybe? It's clear. It's obviously going to happen.
Well, so if you know it, why are you asking me?
No, I'm saying like let's.
I want to wait till
speculate
Monday.
together.
No, I want to
Oh,
wait
you're not
till
gonna
Monday.
speculate with
no,
me, Gareth?
No, let them announce it on Monday and do it. Look,
It's
I've already given
because-
we've already had that interview where I thought who I'd.
Yeah, but things have changed. The timeline changes.
We won't know till Monday who the card is. We'll get two massive
We're
heavyweight
not
fights.
speculating.
I'm-
Dubois Hrgovic.
I think Hrgovic probably wins that.
Ooh, on that card. Do you
I
think?
think Hrgovic probably beats Dubois if they fight. We don't know they're fighting.
What about Williams? That's a great fight, isn't it? Ammo Williams and Hamza Shiraz.
Well, I thought that would be the best middleweight fight you could do. It was a brilliant fight.
That's the sort of fight that evokes the middleweight division back.
It's a
doesn't
crossroads
it?
fight for both men.
All right, Gareth. Well, I'm sure we'll catch up next week. Are you going to be at the press conference?
Of course
next
I'm
Monday?
going to be
So
at
I'm
the
sure
press
we'll catch up.
conferences.
I mean,
Press conferences.
press conferences. Yes, that is true. Yeah, we seem to be doing about 3 million interviews a week at the minute. So, but you're enjoying the Stomping Ground? Oh, come on, don't give me one of your BS
I think
play
you
up
could,
for camera answers.
I think what you like doing is flying. Or you've been in Tunisia, haven't you?
I have.
You were in. I know you've been in Tunisia with it. You've been in Thailand with it. Where else have you been?
Saudi,
Dubai. You're doing all right. You're doing all right.
Man like Gareth A. Davies, always a pleasure.
Cheers.
Final
Always my
message to the
pleasure.
people.
Love and peace.
Love and peace, my man.